Welcome to Top Rare Coins, your ultimate destination for discovering the hidden treasures of history. On this channel, we explore some of the most fascinating and valuable old coins from the United States. From rare pennies and silver dollars to historic coins worth thousands of dollars, each piece has a story waiting to be uncovered. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or just curious about coins you might have lying around, this channel will guide you through the world of rare U.S. coins, helping you valuable finds and learn what makes them so special. Don't forget to subscribe and join us as we uncover the secrets behind America's rarest coins. Here is a professional, engaging, and SEO optimized 1,200-word YouTube script focused on the 1966 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, no mint mark, while keeping it realistic and credible for audience trust and channel growth. Title idea: 1966 penny worth $1,200,000. Rare Lincoln cent, no mint mark value. Explained script. Imagine checking your pocket change and discovering that a simple penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors and beginners alike, the 1966 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark. This coin has sparked massive curiosity online, with claims suggesting values reaching as high as $1.2 million. But is this true? What makes this coin special? And most importantly, could you have one in your collection right now? Let's uncover the full story. The 1966 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was produced from 1959 to 2008. These coins feature the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, originally designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, one important detail about the 1966 penny is the absence of a mint mark. But here's where many people get confused. In 1966, the United States Mint intentionally removed mint marks from all coins. This means that every 1966 penny you find will not have a mint mark, regardless of where it was produced. So, having no mint mark alone does not make the coin rare. However, that does not mean all 1966 pennies are common or worthless. In fact, certain rare variations and high-grade examples can be extremely valuable. Now let's talk about what actually drives the value. The first major factor is condition. Most 1966 pennies in circulation today are heavily worn and only worth a few cents. But if you find one in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in everyday transactions, its value increases significantly. Coins graded at mint state 65 or higher by professional grading services can sell for hundreds of dollars. And if you happen to find one with exceptional luster, sharp details, and no visible flaws, the value can go even higher. The second factor is errors. Error coins are where things start to get really interesting. Some 1966 pennies were struck with mistakes during the minting process, and these errors can make a coin incredibly rare. For example, double die errors, where the design appears slightly duplicated, are highly sought after. These coins show noticeable doubling in the lettering or numbers, especially in the date or the word Liberty. Another valuable error is an off-center strike, where the coin design is not properly aligned. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin can be. There are also die cracks, clipped planchets, and strike-through errors, all of which can significantly increase a coin's value depending on visibility and severity. Now let's address the big question: is a 1966 penny really worth $1.20 million? The honest answer is no. Standard 1966 Lincoln penny has ever sold for anywhere near that amount. Claims like this often circulate online to attract attention, but they are not based on verified auction records. However, there is an important lesson here. While the typical 1966 penny is not worth millions, extremely rare coins in general, especially unique error coins or historically significant pieces, can reach extraordinary prices. Instead of chasing unrealistic expectations, focus on identifying genuine rarity and quality. Here is what you should look for in your 1966 penny. First, check the condition. Look for coins that still have their original shine, also known as mint luster. Avoid coins that are scratched, discolored, or heavily worn. Second, inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope if possible. Pay close attention to the date, lettering, and edges. Third, consider professional grading. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has a visible error, Sending it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and increase its value. Now let's talk about realistic market values. A typical circulated 1966 penny is worth about 1 to 5 cents. An uncirculated example can range from $1 to $20 depending on quality. High-grade specimens, especially those graded MS66 or higher, can sell for hundreds of dollars. Error coins can range anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s depending on rarity and demand. While the $1 million claim may not apply, there is still real potential value in these coins. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes, hidden within that story is a rare piece waiting to be discovered. For collectors, the 1966 Lincoln penny represents an accessible entry point into the hobby. It is affordable, widely available, and still offers opportunities to find valuable variations. For content creators and collectors alike, coins like this are perfect for building engaging discussions, educational videos, and viral content. If you want to grow your coin collection or your YouTube channel, focus on coins that combine history, accessibility, and the possibility of hidden value, just like the 1966 penny. Before we wrap up, here's a quick checklist. Look for high-grade condition search. For visible mint errors, avoid cleaned or damaged coins. Consider professional grading. Stay informed with real market data. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1966 Lincoln penny, make sure to explore more rare coin topics. There are countless hidden treasures still waiting to be discovered. And remember, the next valuable coin could already be in your pocket. Today's video, we're uncovering one of the most overlooked treasures in U.S. coin collecting. The 1967 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary penny sitting in your pocket or hidden in an old jar. But what if I told you that certain versions of this coin can be worth up to $1,200 or even more, depending on condition and rarity? This is exactly why collectors and investors are paying close attention to this coin right now. Let's start with the basics. The 1967 Lincoln cent was produced during a unique time in United States coin history. From 1965 through 1967, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from all coins. This was done to discourage collectors from hoarding coins during a nationwide coin shortage. So, if you find a 1967 penny without a mint mark, that is completely normal. However, what makes certain 1967 pennies extremely valuable is not the absence of a mint mark, but specific rare characteristics, minting quality, and exceptional preservation. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. You'll see the word Liberty on the left side, the date 1967 on the right, and the phrase "I in God we trust" along the top edge. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008. Inside the memorial, if you look closely, you can even spot a tiny image of Lincoln seated, making it one of the most detailed coin designs ever produced for everyday circulation. Now let's talk about what really matters: value. Most circulated 1967 pennies are only worth their face value or slightly more due to copper content. But when you move into higher grades, especially uncirculated coins or those with mint errors, the value can rise dramatically. Coins graded MS65 or higher can sell for hundreds of dollars. And in rare cases, a perfectly preserved example with exceptional luster and no visible marks can reach values approaching $1,200 in today's collector market. What makes a 1967 penny valuable? First, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS, meaning mint state, has never been circulated. The higher the number, the better the condition. Look for coins with bright red color, sharp details, and no scratches or discoloration. These are known as red pennies and are the most desirable among collectors. Second, pay attention to mint errors. Some 1967 pennies were struck with errors that make them extremely rare. These include double die errors where the design appears duplicated, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Even minor variations can significantly increase value. A strong double die on the date or lettering can push a coin's worth well into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor that adds value is eye appeal. Even among high-grade coins, those with strong luster, clean surfaces, and rich original colors stand out in auctions. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that simply look better than others. Now here's where things get interesting for you. These coins are not rare in terms of production numbers. Millions were minted, but finding one in top condition or with a rare error is extremely difficult. That means there is still a real chance that valuable coins are sitting unnoticed in everyday places. Old coin jars, inherited collections, or even pocket change can hold hidden treasures. If you want to check your own coins, start by examining them under good lighting. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect details. Look closely at the date, lettering, and overall surface. Compare your coin with verified examples online or consider sending it to a professional grading service if you believe it might be valuable. Also, avoid cleaning your coins. This is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce value. Collectors prefer coins in their original, untouched condition. The demand for rare pennies has been increasing steadily. As more people become interested in coin collecting and investing, coins like the 1967 Lincoln cent are gaining attention. With copper prices rising and fewer high-quality examples available, the market value continues to climb. Let's break down approximate values based on condition. A circulated 1967 penny may be worth between a few cents to $1. An uncirculated coin in average condition might sell for $10 to $50. High-grade coins in MS65 or above can reach $100 to $500. And exceptional specimens with flawless surfaces or rare mint errors can reach up to $1,200 or more in auctions. This is why it's important to never ignore small details. A simple penny can turn into a valuable asset with the right combination of rarity and condition. For content creators and collectors, this coin is also perfect for building engaging content. Videos about rare pennies consistently attract high search traffic. Keywords like 1967 penny value, rare Lincoln penny, no mint mark coins, and valuable pennies to look for can help your videos rank higher and reach a wider audience. If you're building a YouTube channel around rare coins, this is exactly the type of topic that performs well. It combines curiosity, accessibility, and potential financial reward, all key elements for viral content. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny. But under the right conditions, this coin could potentially be worth an extraordinary amount, with claims and listings suggesting values starting from $1, 200, 000. Let's break down exactly what makes this coin so special, what you should look for, and whether you might already have one hiding in your pocket change. The 1989 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. These coins are extremely common in circulation, and billions were produced. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia during that time did not carry a mint mark. So technically, a 1989 penny without a mint mark is not rare by itself. However, the story changes when we consider specific errors and high-grade conditions. One of the key reasons collectors are paying attention to the 1989 penny is due to rare minting errors. These errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, and die cracks. When such errors occur, they create unique variations that stand out from regular coins. These variations are what drive value in the coin collecting market. For the 1989 no mint mark penny to reach extremely high values, it must have a significant and clearly visible mint error. For example, a strong double die on the obverse, especially in the lettering or date, can dramatically increase its value. Collectors look for doubling in words like liberty or I in God we trust, as well as in the date itself. Another major factor is condition. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A coin that has never been circulated and shows no signs of wear is classified as mint state. Within that category, higher grades like MS 67 or MS 68 are extremely rare, especially for older coins like those from 1989. And if a 1989 penny without a mint mark is found in near-perfect condition, with full original luster, no scratches, and sharp details, it becomes highly desirable. Combine that with a rare mint error, and you have the kind of coin that can attract serious collectors and investors. Now let's address the headline value. $1,200,000. While this figure represents the extreme high end of what such a coin could potentially be listed for, it's important to understand that actual sale prices depend on verified grading, authenticity, and demand. Coins that reach million-dollar valuations typically have a combination of rarity, historical significance, and exceptional condition that in some cases, coins are listed online at very high prices based on speculation or seller expectations. However, for a coin to truly sell at such a level, it must be certified by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations authenticate the coin, assign a grade, and encapsulate it in a protective holder. This certification is essential for high-value transactions. So how can you check if your 1989 penny is valuable? Start by examining the coin under good lighting. Look closely at the date and lettering. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to inspect for doubling or unusual features. Pay attention to the surface of the coin. Is it smooth and shiny or worn and scratched? Next, check the color. Lincoln cents from this era can appear red, red-brown, or brown. Red coins, which retain most of their original copper color, are generally more valuable, especially in high grades. Also, weigh the coin if possible. A standard 1989 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If the weight is significantly different, it could indicate an error, such as being struck on the wrong planchet. If you believe you have a coin with unusual characteristics, the next step is to have it evaluated by a professional. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value. Even light cleaning can leave marks that are visible under magnification. Now let's talk about why collectors are so fascinated by coins like this. Rare coins represent a unique blend of history, art, and investment. Each coin tells a story, not just about the time it was made, but also about the process behind its creation. Mint errors, in particular, reveal the human and mechanical imperfections that occur in mass production. For many collectors, the thrill lies in the hunt. The idea that a life-changing discovery could be sitting unnoticed in everyday change is incredibly exciting. It turns an ordinary activity like checking your coins into a treasure hunt. The 1989 no mint mark penny has gained attention in recent years due to online listings and viral discussions. While not every claim is accurate, the increased awareness has encouraged more people to examine their coins carefully. That it's important to stay informed and realistic. Not every 1989 penny will be valuable, and most are worth only their face value. However, the possibility of finding a rare variation keeps collectors engaged. To summarize, a 1989 Lincoln penny without a mint mark becomes valuable under specific conditions. It must either have a significant mint error, be an exceptionally high grade, or ideally both. While claims of million-dollar values exist, actual market prices depend on verified authenticity and collector demand. If you are serious about coin collecting, consider building your knowledge over time. Study different types of errors, learn how grading works, and stay updated with auction results. The more you understand the market, the better your chances of identifying valuable coins. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent coin, especially the mysterious version that appears without a mint mark and is rumored to reach values starting from over $1.20 million at first glance. The 1991 penny looks completely ordinary. It features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that has been in circulation since 1909. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design used until 2008. Millions of these coins were produced, making them very common in everyday transactions. But within these millions, a tiny number may hold extraordinary value. Let's first understand the basics. In 1991, Lincoln pennies were minted at 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small D, and San Francisco coins have an S. So technically, a 1991 penny without a mint mark is not unusual because it usually indicates it was made in Philadelphia. However, the story becomes interesting when collectors talk about the 1991 D penny that appears to have no mint mark. This is where the rarity begins. A genuine 1991 D coin should always have a clear D mint mark. If a coin originally struck in Denver is missing that mint mark due to a minting error, it becomes extremely rare. Now let's talk about why this matters. Minting errors are among the most valuable types of coins in the numismatic world. These errors happen during the production process and can include missing mint marks, double strikes, off-center strikes, or die errors. When such mistakes occur and escape into circulation, they instantly become collectible. The rumored 1991 D penny with a missing mint mark is believed to be the result of a filled die error or a rare die anomaly. This means the die used to strike the coin may have been clogged or damaged, preventing the mint mark from appearing on the coin. If authenticated, this kind of error could make the coin incredibly valuable. But here is the critical point. Not every 1991 penny without a mint mark is worth thousands or millions. In fact, most of them are only worth face value or slightly more. The real value depends on several key factors. First, authenticity is everything. A coin must be professionally verified by a reputable grading service. Without authentication, claims of high value are meaningless. Many coins that appear to have no mint mark are simply worn down or damaged, which removes the mint mark over time. Second, condition plays a major role. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they have no wear and retain their original shine, are significantly more valuable. A rare error coin in poor condition will not command the same price as one in pristine condition. Third, the type of error must be clearly identified. Not all missing mint marks are the same. Some are caused by post-mint damage, while others are genuine mint errors. Only true mint errors carry significant value. Now let's address the big question. Is a 1991 penny without a mint mark really worth $1.20 million? There have been claims and viral stories suggesting such high values, but confirmed sales at that level are extremely rare and often exaggerated. However, unique mint errors combined with perfect condition and historical significance can push coin values into six or even seven figures in exceptional cases. In reality, a verified 1991 D penny with a genuine missing mint mark error could be worth anywhere from several $1,000s to potentially much higher, depending on rarity and demand. But reaching the $1 million mark would require an extremely rare, one-of-a-kind discovery with strong collector interest. So how can you check if you have one of these valuable coins? Start by examining your 1991 pennies carefully. Look at the area below the date where the mint mark should be. If you suspect a missing mint mark on a coin that might be from Denver, do not clean it or attempt to alter it in any way. Cleaning can destroy the coin's value instantly. Next, use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to inspect the surface. Look for signs of wear, damage, or tampering. A genuine mint error will have a consistent surface, while a damaged coin may show scratches or uneven areas that if your coin still looks promising, the next step is professional grading. Send it to a trusted coin grading company. They will verify its authenticity, assign a grade, and determine whether it is a genuine error. Another important tip is to compare your coin with verified examples. Research auction records and collector databases. This will help you understand what real error coins look like and prevent false expectations. The excitement around rare coins like the 1991 no mint mark penny highlights an important truth. Valuable coins are often hiding in plain sight. Many people overlook them because they seem ordinary. But with the right knowledge and attention to detail, you could discover something truly special. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most searched modern coins in the United States, the 1995 Lincoln 1 cent with no mint mark. At first glance, this coin might look like any other penny sitting in your pocket or coin jar. But collectors across the country continue to ask the same question. Could this simple coin be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Let's break it down step by step so you understand exactly what you have and what it could be worth. The 1995 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike some earlier coins, Philadelphia pennies in 1995 did not carry a mint mark, which is completely normal. That means if your coin has no mint mark, it does not automatically make it rare. In fact, over 6 billion pennies were minted in Philadelphia in 1995. Because of this massive production, the majority of these coins are very common and widely available today. Now here's where things get interesting. While most 1995 no mint mark pennies are only worth 1 cent, there is a specific variety that collectors are actively searching for, the 1995 double die obverse. This is not just a small detail. It is a recognized and valuable mint error. A double die occurs during the coin production process when the design is impressed onto the die more than once at slightly different angles. This creates a visible doubling effect on certain parts of the coin, especially the lettering done on the 1995 double die penny. The doubling is most noticeable in the words Liberty and I in God We Trust. If you look closely and see clear separation or a shadow-like effect in these letters, you might be holding a valuable coin. This is the key difference between a common penny and a collectible one. Let's talk about value. A standard 1995 penny with no mint mark in circulated condition is worth exactly 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, it typically ranges from 10 cents to a few dollars depending on quality. However, if your coin is a genuine double die variety, the value changes significantly. Circulated examples of the 1995 double die penny can sell for around $20 to $50. In uncirculated condition, prices can range from $100 to several $100s. High-grade specimens graded by professional services have sold for even more, especially those with strong doubling and excellent preservation. But it is very important to stay realistic. Claims of this coin being worth hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars are not accurate. Those extreme values are usually associated with extremely rare historic coins or unique mint errors, not common modern pennies. As a content creator, building trust with your audience is crucial. Sharing accurate information will help your channel grow faster and attract serious collectors. Now let's walk through how you can check your coin. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin loupe. Good lighting is essential. Focus on the front of the coin, especially the words Liberty and I in God We Trust. If the letters appear bold and clean with no doubling, your coin is most likely a standard issue. If you notice clear doubling, where the letters look slightly shifted or duplicated, you may have the valuable double die version. Another tip is to compare your coin with verified images online. This helps confirm whether the doubling matches known examples. Condition also plays a huge role in value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition to mint state. The better the condition, the higher the value. A coin with sharp details, no scratches, and original shine will always be worth more than a worn or damaged one. If you believe you have a valuable example, the next step is professional grading. Companies like PCGS and NGC authenticate and grade coins, which increases buyer confidence and market value. Now let's talk about why this coin is so popular online. The 1995 penny is widely searched because it is still in circulation. That means anyone can potentially find it in pocket change. This creates excitement and drives viral content on platforms like YouTube. For your channel, this is a powerful opportunity. Videos about coins that people can realistically find perform extremely well. They attract beginners, casual viewers, and serious collectors all at once. Maximize your video performance. Focus on strong keywords such as 1995 penny value, 1995 no mint mark penny, 1995 double die penny. Valuable pennies. To look for rare Lincoln pennies, use these keywords in your title, description, and tags to improve search visibility. Let's also address a common misconception. Many people believe that no mint mark automatically means rare. This is not true for most modern coins. In fact, millions or even billions of coins may exist without mint marks depending on the year. Rarity comes from low mintage, errors, or unique characteristics, not just the absence of a mint mark. Understanding this helps your audience avoid misinformation and make smarter collecting decisions. Now imagine this scenario. You are going through your spare change and you spot a 1995 penny. Instead of ignoring it, you take a closer look. You check the lettering, examine the condition, and suddenly you notice something unusual. That moment of discovery is what makes coin collecting exciting. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about modern coins in the collector world, the 2018 Liberty 1 cent with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny you might find in your pocket change. But what if I told you that certain versions of this coin have been claimed to reach values starting from $1,200,000 in rare cases? Let's break down the facts, the hype, and what you need to look for. The 2018 1 cent coin is part of the modern Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. On the front, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and on the reverse, the Union Shield design that has been used since 2010. Most people overlook these coins because they are extremely common. Billions were produced in 2018 alone. Now here's where it gets interesting. When a coin has no mint mark, it typically means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike other mints like Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins often do not carry a mint mark on modern cents. So technically, millions of 2018 pennies without a mint mark exist. So why are people talking about million-dollar values? The answer lies in rare mint errors and exceptional grading conditions. In the coin collecting world, value is not just about age. It is about rarity, condition, and demand. Let's start with mint errors. That a genuine high-value 2018 penny would need to have a significant minting error. This could include off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet errors, or dramatic die breaks. These errors are rare because the minting process is highly controlled. However, when such an error slips through, it can create a unique collectible that collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for. For example, a double die error occurs when the design is stamped more than once at slightly different angles, creating a visible doubling effect on the letters or numbers. If a 2018 penny shows strong doubling, especially on the date or Lincoln's profile, it could dramatically increase its value. Another possibility is a wrong planchet error. This happens when a coin is struck on a metal disc intended for a different denomination or even a different currency. These coins are extremely rare and highly sought after. Now let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, condition is graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins that receive a grade of MS 67 or higher are considered nearly perfect. These coins show no visible wear and have exceptional luster and strike quality. That a 2018 penny in circulated condition is usually worth only its face value. But if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition with a high grade from a professional grading service, its value can increase significantly. However, reaching values in the range of hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million requires something extraordinary. This would mean a combination of a rare mint error and a perfect or near-perfect grade. Now let's address the claim of $1.20 million. As of now, there is no widely verified public sale of a standard 2018 no mint mark penny reaching that value. Claims like this often come from online listings, speculation, or exaggerated reports. In reality, even rare modern error coins typically sell for thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. But reaching into the millions is extremely rare and usually reserved for historic coins with unique significance. That said, the possibility of discovering an undiscovered error keeps collectors searching. Every coin has potential, and the thrill of the hunt is what drives the hobby. So how can you check if your 2018 penny is valuable? Start by examining the coin under good lighting. Look closely at the date, the word liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." Check for any doubling, unusual marks, or misalignment. Next, inspect the edge and the overall strike. Is the design centered? Are there any cracks or unusual features? Then consider the condition. Does the coin look brand new, or does it show signs of wear? The shinier and more flawless it is, the better. If you believe you have something unusual, the next step is to have it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. This is crucial because authentication adds credibility and can significantly impact the coin's market value. Also, be cautious of misinformation. Not every coin listed online at a high price actually sells for that amount. Always check completed sales and trusted sources before assuming a coin's value. Now let's talk about market demand. The coin market is driven by collectors, investors, and enthusiasts. Modern coins like the 2018 penny are widely available, so demand is usually low unless the coin has a unique feature. This is why only rare errors or top-grade examples stand out. If a truly unique 2018 penny were discovered, for example, a major mint error never seen before, it could attract global attention and potentially reach very high auction prices. But these cases are extremely rare. So what's the takeaway? The 2018 Liberty 1 cent with no mint mark is not inherently rare. Most of these coins are worth just 1 cent. However, certain rare variations with errors or exceptional condition can be worth significantly more.